The South Union Township Supervisors proudly presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you as a joint cooperative effort featuring Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Breezeline Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith and his fine staff. I'm Nick Barczyk with Tiffany Kessler beyond the camera this evening. Tonight it's Laurel Highlands girls basketball senior night as the Phillies take on the West Mifflin Titans. We'll have the starting lineups and senior night festivities on the way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
We would like to officially recognize those members of the West Mifflin Lady Titans who are making their final visit to the Horace Taylor Gymnasium. Please welcome senior forward number 2, Shannon Conley.
Right now honoring the West Mifflin seniors.
Senior guard number 3, Tori Carr.
As our public address announcer Vince Capozzi announcing the Titan seniors, Shannon Conley, Tori Carr, Emily Beck.
And senior guard number 42, Trinity T-Well.
And finally, Trinity T-Well.
Congratulations, Lady Titans.
Now we'll get the Philly seniors announced.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few minutes, we will be ready to recognize those Phillies who are playing their last regular season game here at the Horace Taylor Memorial Gymnasium.
As we get ready for this matchup, should be a good one out of 4A Section 3. West Mifflin coming in at third in the conference out of 7 teams, 10-8 overall, 7-3 in the conference, and the Laurel Highlands Phillies at 10-10 through their first 20, 5-5 in the conference, so 500 overall and 500 in 4A Section 3. So we have the pep band rolling in here to the Harold Horace Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Great atmosphere for girls high school basketball on a Monday night, and it's the penultimate game for both of these squads. The Phillies will be back in action to wrap up the season on Thursday. And that game will be at Ringgold, so the last home game of the year.
For those of you who aren't aware, the Phillies have clinched a WPIAL playoff berth.
And as the public address announcer Vince Capozzi is announcing, the Phillies are in the postseason, regardless of what happens in these final 2 games, but would like to end on a winning note. The first time these two squads hooked up in January on the 12th, it was a 47-31 win for West Mifflin over at West Mifflin High School, so that game was a few weeks ago. The Phillies looking for their revenge, also looking to snap a losing streak. They're on a 3-game losing streak, while West Mifflin comes in at a 4-game win streak, led by their head coach Lauren Jones, and the Phillies led by their first-year head coach Stuart Davis, who formerly was the head man of the Brownsville boys team, hired in October of last year here at LH. He's done a very fine job getting this team into the playoffs, and with a win tonight would be above 500 going into that last regular season game Thursday. So good atmosphere here as fans still filing into the Harold Horace Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. The boys are in action tomorrow at home against Southmoreland before wrapping up the season Friday night in the big Uniontown Laurel Highlands game, the Red Raiders and the Mustangs. Thanks for joining us this evening as Our broadcast is courtesy of the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, United Bank, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor, U.S. Digestive Health, and the Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown, Zebulon Olive & White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys, the Laurel Highlands Girls Basketball Boosters, South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, and Chesler's Fine Furniture. They're on Pittsburgh Road, Uniontown, in front of the Fayette Plaza, where customers send their friends. Thanks, one and all. And also, if you're watching this game on BreezeLine or at Armstrong Cable, we'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available live online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television to find the archive broadcasts, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for live games, facebook.com/South Union TV.
Joining us tonight to congratulate the Phillies are Principal Sean Diamond, Assistant Principals Matt Kalich and Brandon Mancini, and representing our school board, Tom Landon, in addition to John Robinson and Taylor Mather as assistant coaches. And now, let's honor those Phillies who are making their final regular season appearance tonight. Number 3, Essence Davis.
Now the Phillies seniors, number 3, Essence Davis.
She's a 4-year starter and a 4-year letterman, and is first team All-County and second team All-Section selection. She played AAU for SLAM for 1 year, and several colleges have shown interest, and recently my alma mater, Point Park, has offered her a scholarship. She is considering the Pioneers' offer and will further her education by studying nursing. Number 3, Essence Davis.
Congratulations to Essence Davis. She wraps up her regular season career here at home. And she recently was offered to play at Point Park University. And here's number 5, Alessandra Pecan.
Playing basketball in the 7th grade, is a 4-year starter and a 4-year varsity letterman. She is a 2-time All-County and 1-time All-County selection. In addition to her high school team, Alessandra plays for the Bud Grim Summer League and is a 2-time All-Star selection. She plans to continue her basketball and track careers in college and major in physical therapy. She would like to thank her family for always supporting her and believing in her, and her coaches for pushing her to be her best. She would also like to thank her teammates for all of the love and support they've shown her over the years, and for making her senior a great one. Number 5, Alessandra Pecan.
Congratulations to Alessandra Pecan as she wraps up her career here at home.
The senior Phillies.
And those are your senior Phillies. Again, congratulations to Essence Davis and Alessandra Pecan and their families as they're honored this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the teams will now get a 15-minute warm-up prior to tip-off, which is approximately 6:10, 7:10.
And we'll have about 15 minutes here of a warm-up for the Titans and the Phillies, who have yet to go through their warm-ups. We've had our senior night festivities as Miss Davis and Miss Pecan are honored, and now we're ready to go in just a bit. We'll have about a 10-minute timeout, then we'll come back and get you the starting lineups, the national anthem, and soon the opening tip-off of this game as we get ready for girls high school basketball. The West Mifflin Titans and the Laurel Highlands Phillies here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Welcome back once again to the Horse Taylor Memorial.
And we're almost ready to go here as we have girls high school basketball. It's senior night here as West Mifflin takes on Laurel Highlands, the Phillies and the Titans, and we're about to have our national anthem.
And join the Laurel Highlands Chamber Choir and the Pep Band in the playing of our national anthem and remain standing for the Laurel Highlands alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, let's honor America and those that defend her freedom around the world with the Star Spangled Banner.
Our national anthem there. Beautiful rendition. And the Laurel Highlands fight song. Get us in the mood for this one. Nick Barczyk and Tiffany Kessler here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Thanks to Brian Morozak for helping us out tonight, as well as we have girls high school basketball in 4A Section 3, the West Mifflin Titans and the Laurel Highlands Phillies. Phillies are 10-10, 5-5 in the section, while the Titans are 10-8. They are 7-3 in the section. Now the starting lineups being announced by Vince Capozzi. First for West Mifflin, it is number 2, Shannon Conley, who's a forward, 6'1" senior. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 3, Tori Carr. Number 5, a sophomore guard, 5'6", Savon Wims. Number 14, a senior, forward, 5'9", Emily Beck. And number 22, Trinity Tewell, a senior guard, 5'5". That's Conley, Carr, Wims, Beck, and Tewell, the starters for West Mifflin. They're led by their head coach, Lauren Jones. And the assistants are Marissa Panfield, John Rispoli, and Tyra James. Lauren Jones, in his second year, formerly coached at CCAC and also at South Allegheny. On the boys' side, now with West Mifflin girls in their bright blues with some yellow trim. And now for the homestanding Laurel Highlands Phillies, led by their head coach in his first year, Stuart Davis, the former head man for the Brownsville boys, was hired a few months ago back in October. Led Brownsville to a winning record in 2021, their first since 2016, and has done a good job here with the Phillies in his first year. the Geibel alum.
And now let's hit the starting lineup for your playoff bound Laurel Highlands Phillies.
And here are the starters. Ira Jenkins, number 2, the freshman, 5'11". 5'9", sophomore, number 11, Ariana Sumter. And a 5'9", senior, number 3, Essence Davis. And Alessandra Pecan, the senior, 5'1", number 5. And Mia Harris as well, number 1. So we're all set to go here for this one. Should be a good night of girls high school basketball. It's Harris, Sumter, Pecan, Davis, and Jenkins for the Phillies, and for the West Mifflin Titans, it's Conley, Carr, Wims, Beck, and Tewell. Jenkins to jump for LH. And it's Conley for West Mifflin. The ball's in the air, and the opening tap is won by the Phillies. And off we go as West Mifflin will defend into the front court. Hand it off to Sumter. Down low, that pass intercepted, picked off by Wims. And now she's in transition at the foul line. Stops trying to pass it down low, and it's picked off by the Phillies. Each team with a turnover in the early going. 20 seconds in, no score. Phillies into the front court, down to Davis. And now Davis will turn around and lay it in. Essence Davis, her first bucket. 2-0 in favor of the Phillies. Into the front court, Wims. Wims trying to feed it down low to Carr, but that's picked off. Passed up ahead by Harris, down low. And the layup no good that time for Jenkins, the freshman, getting the start tonight. Loose ball on the deck, getting that one is Shannon Conley. And pushed up ahead by Emily Beck. Now Beck to the basket, short on a foul as she hits the deck. 2 shots on the way for Emily Beck. Foul goes on Essence Davis, her first, team first. 2 shots for Emily Beck, the 5'9" senior, number 14, with the Phillies up 2-0. Now make it 2-1. Great shots there for Beck. Nothing but nylon on both of them, and we're knotted up at 2, a minute in. As Stuart Davis directs his troops as the Phillies bring it into the front court, and it's out of bounds. And Pecan trying to feed it over to Harris, and it's out of bounds. West Mifflin basketball. Up top with Wims. 3 ball on the way. That one's going to be well short, and trying to save it there was Carr, but it's over to the Phillies. Up ahead, Aaron pass, pulled down by Pecan, and she lays it in. First bucket of the night for the senior Alessandra Pecan. And the Phillies are in front 4-2. Here comes West Mifflin on the other end, back in the lane. Little bump after the basket, and it goes in for Emily Beck. She has 4. She has all 4 of West Mifflin's points. First field goal for the Titans, and the game's knotted up at 4 here at the 6:20 mark. Baseline, Davis. Davis gets her own rebound, puts it in. Make that Jenkins. That's Area Jenkins with that bucket to make it 6-4. Tewell the foul line, and she walks with it. Trying to feed it off to Tori Carr. 6:06 to go in the first. Phillies up 6-4. Last bucket by Jenkins, the freshman. Now Pecan will bring it into the front court. Off to Ariana Sumter. Ball poked in the air and pulled down. Sumter with the floater, knocks it down. A sophomore, Ariana Sumter, gives LH the 8-4 lead at the 5:45 mark in the first. A Pecan on the basketball here as it's pulled over the back on the right side. West Mifflin looking to get their offense going. Phillies looking to avenge that 16-point loss they had to West Mifflin last month. That's swatted away by Jenkins. Out of bounds, West Mifflin basketball. The senior back to inbound. Up top, pulled in by Carr. The bucket, good defense, swatted away by Jenkins. Harris pushes it ahead up to Pecan. Now up top, 3-ball on the way, no good. Jenkins with the offensive rebound, layup's good. Jenkins lays it in, she has 4 and the lead's up to 6 at 10-4. Good start for Laurel Highlands. There's Tori Carr, her pocket's picked. Pecan the other way. Cross court over to Harris. In the lane, little bump, no call as Sumter went up with that one. It's out of bounds over to West Mifflin. 10-4 LH with 4:46 to go in the first. 4 for Jenkins, 2 for Davis, 2 for Sumter, and 2 for Pecan. And all 4 points for West Mifflin for Emily Beck, and she has it now on the wing. Had the 3-ball, she did not take it. Takes that one, it's too strong off the back of the iron. Tipped around, rebound, pulled down by Jenkins. Looking to slow things down. 6-point advantage for Laurel Highlands. Corner 3-ball there. Knocked down. Sumter. She has 5. The sophomore in the corner. Timeout, West Mifflin. What a start for the Phillies. They lead 13-4 with 4:22 to go in the first here on the South Union Township Sports Network. And you are watching girls high school basketball here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Quick stoppage there, not technically a timeout, just a substitution there for West Mifflin. And they have the basketball now down 13-4 with just over 4 minutes to go. A great start for the Phillies, led by the last 3-ball by Sumter. She has 5, and that one's tipped around. West Mifflin finally gets it down. It's Conley up to Carr. Now Beck wide open, puts up the shot, and it's an air ball. Good look for Beck, but not a good shot. It's out of bounds over to Laurel Highlands. Modesty Brown checked in, by the way, the freshman forward, number 21 for West Mifflin at that last little stoppage there as Beck has that interception and the nice pass down low. Layup good for Wims. First bucket for Wims, the sophomore, makes it 13-6 LH. Up 7 with 3.5 to go in the first. Right of the lane. Long 2 on the way. That one no good, and the rebound is almost pulled down by Jenkins, but Beck comes away with it for West Mifflin. Back ahead of steam. And a foul on the floor. Actually going to say that's a shooting foul as Emily Beck will shoot 2. Goes on Sumter, her first team second. 2 shots for Beck. She's back at the line. Made her first 2 foul shots. Knocks down that one. Timeout. So with 3:25 to go, one more foul shot upcoming. It's 13-7 Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin. Girls high school basketball on the South Union Township Sports Network. So after the Phillies timeout with 3:25 to go in the first, Laurel Highlands leading 13-7 over West Mifflin. One more shot for the senior Emily Beck, who already has 5 in this game. That one no good, and the rebound pulled down by Jenkins, the freshman, who has 4. 13-7 LH at the 3:20 mark in the first. Pass down low is tipped around, pulled down by Jenkins, and she lays it in. Good start for the freshman. 6 for Area Jenkins, and it's 15-7. The lead's back up to 8 for the Phillies at the 3-minute mark of the first. Good start for LH, looking to snap that 3-game losing skid, and a little bump on the floor is driving in with Conley on the right side of the lane. We'll go on Jenkins. Her first, team third. Back to bring it in for the Titans. Into the backcourt, over to the senior guard, Tori Carr. Guarded by Pecan. Now top to Beck. Beck thought about the 3. Good defense there, and that's a double dribble. Another turnover for West Mifflin. And the Phillies get it back up 8. The senior Pecan over the timeline, off to her left. Looking to set up the Phillies offense with a 15-7 lead, and down low, a lot of traffic there as downwind the sophomore Sumter. Push called there on West Mifflin. It'll go on Tori Carr. Her first, team first, and that shot too high off the window. Rebound pulled down by Conley, and here comes Beck and West Mifflin looking to get some baskets to fall. They've only made 2 field goals. Out of bounds will stay with West Mifflin. Beck, as usual, to bring it in. Conley in the lane. Too strong off the glass. Rebound Beck. Beck looks to reset. Carr up top. Takes the 3 ball and is short, and the long rebound is pulled down by the Phillies. Up to Pecan. Trying to bounce it over to Harris, and it's out of bounds. Down to West Mifflin at the 2:12 mark, and the Phillies up 8. Savon Wims brings it up, sets the offense. Titans looking to get their offense going here at an early hole at the 1:50 mark in the first. Now Beck up top. She leads the way with 5, but only one of those from the floor. Now a 3 ball from the wing. That one's off the mark by Wims. Offensive rebound pulled down, and the layup's good for Shannon Conley, the 6'1 senior. Her first bucket makes it 15-9. With 90 seconds, just over 90 seconds left in the first. Now Harris, right of the lane. Going 2. Is Jenkins fighting for the rebound. That will be a jump ball, and the arrow goes to West Mifflin. The Phillies won the opening tip. Wims to bring it up again. The 5'6 guard. 4 seniors on the starting lineup for West Mifflin. They were honored before the game along with Essence Davis and Alexandra Pecan, as that foul will go on the Phillies. 2 shots upcoming for Wims. Goes on Harris, her first, team 4th. 2 on the way for Savon Wims, the sophomore, 5'6", number 5. Going to get on the stat sheet, and she does. Actually, she already had a bucket, so that's her first made free throw. She has 3 tonight. And West Mifflin's in double digits. Knocks them both down. 2 of 2. She has 3. To make it 4. She had 3. That one made it 4. for Wims. And it's 15-11. Now it's cut down to a 4-point game with 1:05 to go in the first. Sumter, good ball movement by the Phillies up to Pecan right side. Now back at the elbow, now into the lane to Sumter. On the bounce, back to Pecan. Good defense there by Wims. Down to 50 seconds left in the opening quarter as the Phillies look for a successful offensive possession. Good defense by West Mifflin, stifling, and that's travel. And it's going to go over to West Mifflin, so they can make it a one-possession game here. Great defensive possession for West Mifflin. 40 seconds to go in the first, 15-11 LH. Wims in the lane, a lot of contact, and she gets it to go. Savon Wims, she has 6, 4 from the field, and it's 15-13. And now it's not even a guarantee that the Mustangs will win this quarter. The Phillies, I should say, as they were up by as many as 8, now cut to 2. And it's out of bounds off of Beck. She thought it was off of LH and out. So Pecan to bring it in for the Phillies with 21 seconds to go. On the block, turnaround, Jenkins no, and the rebound pulled down by West Mifflin. They can tie it or take the lead before the end of the first. Here's Beck on the wing. Little reach in there by Sumter, down to 5 seconds. Beck, I think about taking a shot here. Beck for 3, short. So the Phillies led by as many as 8, but now after 8 minutes of play, it's a 2-point lead as Laurel Highlands leads West Mifflin after 1:15-13. The second quarter's on the way next on the South Union Township Sports Network. At the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium, back here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Nick and Tiffany alongside as we have girls high school basketball senior night. And a 15-13 lead for Laurel Highlands over West Mifflin as we start the second. Pecan to trigger it in for LH. Moving left to right on your computer or smartphone screens. Thanks for joining us here for a good night of girls high school basketball. Toes on the line, the long 2 on the way, no good. Offensive rebound up top to Sumter, and she knocks it down. 3-ball good. Ariana Sumter, the sophomore, second made 3. She has 8, and it's 18-13. LH up 5. 30 seconds into the second. Now back down low. Good defense by Jenkins to swat it away, and it's pulled down by the Phillies. Here's the senior Davis up ahead to Jenkins. Down low to Sumter. Lays it in. Good ball movement by the Phillies. Another bucket for Ariana Sumter. She has 5 already in the quarter. And the Phillies up again by 7, 20-13. They've led by as many as 8. Now West Mifflin needs to regroup. Trying to move the ball around on the perimeter between the circles. Now to Carr. Back to Beck, who leads the way for West Mifflin, along with Savon Wims. Good defense again by Jenkins. Swarming. Beck thinks about the 3. She'll go down low, and it's going the other way. Out of bounds down to LH. So not a great possession there for West Mifflin, and the Phillies get it back and looking to extend their lead up 7. 6.5 to go before halftime. Pecan down low to Jenkins on the block. Now back to Pecan. They play catch. Harris Swings it around. Sumter again. Can't hit it. She's already made 2 threes, and the long offensive rebound of the senior Davis. Back to the other senior, Pecan. Great ball movement by the Phillies. Nice pass down low in the bucket. Good. Davis. She has 4, and it's 22-13, and West Mifflin turns it over again. Checking back in will be the senior guard, Trinity Tewell, for West Mifflin as she took a break. She started the game. The Phillies up 9 here at the 6:04 mark in the second. Great ball movement that last possession by LH. Sumter again on the wing. That pass intercepted. Here comes Carr. She drives into the lane. No good. Rebound Sumter, and she's fouled. That's the second foul on Tori Carr for West Mifflin, the 5'5 senior. Phillies basketball with their biggest lead up 9, 5:40 to go in the second, 22-13. Davis muscles it in. Another bucket for Essence Davis. She has 6, 4 here in the second, and the lead's up to double figures, 24-13, 5.5 to go before the break. West Mifflin needs an answer. They won the first matchup by 16 just a few weeks ago, but that was a road game for LH, and they're coming to play on senior night. A lot of contact there, no call. Up ahead. Little floater right side, good for the freshman Jenkins. She has 8. First bucket of the second for her, and it's 26-13. The Phillies doubling up West Mifflin. It's not been a fun trip down 51 so far for the Titans. 3 ball on the way. Not even close there for Tewell. Carr for 3. Sumter with the board. Davis to Jenkins. Tipped out of bounds, and it's over to West Mifflin. Checking in for the Phillies for the first time is Aaliyah Davis, the freshman, number 44. Spelling a break for Davis. 26-13 LH with 4:45 to go. Good crowd on hand, good atmosphere for the playoff-bound Phillies, who wrap up the regular season Thursday against Ringgold on the road down in Carroll Township. Wims for 3. Couldn't get the bounce, and the offensive rebound pulled down by Laurel Parms, who's just into the game, number 0. Foul here. Looks to be on Sumter. And that is her second. Floor foul for West Mifflin as Davis is about ready to go back in. Beck for 3. Offensive rebound. Parms lays it in, the freshman. She's in the stat sheet. Laurel Parms makes it 26-15. The lead's down to 11. Up to as many as 13 for the Phillies. Pecan, good ball movement again down to Jenkins on the block. Back up to Pecan. Harris, now to Jenkins, back to Sumter for 3. Can she make another one? No, but the offensive board, and 1! Jenkins. 10 for her already. Foul goes on Conley. Her first, team third of the half. 28-15 LH, 3:57 to go. Jenkins no good on the foul shot, but the offensive rebound just as nice for Stuart Davis's squad, and that jumper's good. Harris, her first bucket, 30-15. Again, the Phillies doubling up West Mifflin, their largest lead at 15. Spreading the scoring around. Timeout for Lauren Jones' squad. Not happy with what he sees, and Laurel Highlands came to play tonight. 3:37 to go in the second. Phillies lead West Mifflin 30-15 on the South Union Township Sports Network. And South Union Township basketball is brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, United Bank, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisors Jason Scott, Robert Schiffbauer, and Rick Vernon, U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown, is Evely Mahalev and White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys, the Laurel Highlands Girls Basketball Boosters, and by Chesler's Fine Furniture on Pittsburgh Road, Uniontown, in front of the Fayette Plaza, where customers send their friends. Thanks to one and all. And if you're watching this game on Breeze Line or Armstrong Cable, we'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available live online. It's very easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television to find the archive broadcast, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for live games at facebook.com/South Union TV. So right now, Lauren Jones' squad looking for an answer as they're down 30-15. A great start for the Phillies. Parms triggers it into Beck, and West Mifflin looks for a successful offensive possession here with just 3.5 to go before the break. 3 ball for Wims is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Jenkins again off to Pecan. Phillies running away with this one already. Good ball movement down low to Jenkins. Block, but a foul there. Not happy with that call is Conley. That's going to be her second. Thought she got all ball, but 2 shots here for Aria Jenkins. 10 already for her tonight. Make it 11. 5 of those here in the second as Davis is back in on senior night. Davis in for Davis. Essence Davis in for Aaliyah Davis, the freshman. 31-15 LH. Gets that shooter's roll. That kind of a night for the Phillies and for Jenkins. She has 12, 2 of 3 from the foul line. And the Phillies are up 32-15. Parms now with it. Back out there on the perimeter. Trying to get that perfect shot, but the Phillies not going to have it. Jenkins and Pecan take it away. Into the front court, little contact there, no call. High off the window and in again for Jenkins. Another bucket, give her 14. 8 of those here in the second. And it's 34-15, Phillies up 19. West Mifflin won the first meeting by 16, but it's been all Phillies tonight. That three's good. Savon Wims. Her first 3 ball. Give her 9. Phillies with the rare 3 ball given up there, and a good possession for West Mifflin. They needed that. It's 34-18. Pecan short on the shot. Rebound pulled down by Wims. Hurriedly into the front court. Senior T-Well with it in the lane. Puts up a wild shot. And Jenkins pushes it up to head to Sumter. Now down to Essence Davis. Little spin move. Davis too strong and back with the board. With 1:45 to go in the second. 34-18 LH. West Mifflin looking for some buckets here before the break. Another 3 ball for Wims. Knocks it down. Her second made 3. 12 for her. Savon Wims makes it 34-21. The deficit down to a baker's dozen with 90 seconds to go in the first. Between the circles, Jenkins, and a held ball, and the arrow will go to LH. Actually to West Mifflin. So West Mifflin had the arrow last, so they'll get it here with 1:19 to go. Now the Phillies have the arrow. 34-21. As Beck slows it down. 3 ball on the wing. That one short. Good save. Good job by T-Well to keep that in bounds for West Mifflin with under a minute to go. T-Well for 3. That one rattles out. Parms looking for the board, but
It's pulled away by the Phillies and pushed ahead. Harris on the bounce to Pecan, down to Jenkins on the block. She'll lay it in. Good ball movement. Another bucket for Jenkins. She has 16 to lead the way. And the Phillies are up 36-21 with 40 seconds to go. Wims no good. Rebound Parms off the back. She thought about the three, but will drive it in right of the lane. No good. And the basketball over to the Phillies. Lauren Jones thought that was a foul. 20 seconds to go. Three ball on the way. No good for Sumter. And now Wims with the basketball. See if West Mifflin holds for the last shot of the first half. Up ahead to Pecan. She chases it down to 5 seconds. Guarded by Beck, and it's out of bounds with 3.4 to go. And we'll see what Laurel Highlands can do. Harris to trigger it in with the Phillies up 15. Pecan long three. Off the mark, but a very impressive first 16 minutes for Laurel Highlands. As they led by as many as 19, now they lead by 15. So after 2 quarters of action, Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin by 15, 36-21. We'll have the halftime stats and more for you on the way here on Senior Night, right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network. And it's halftime here as we have girls high school basketball. 36-21, Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin. Taking a look at those first half stats. First for the Phillies, they were led by Aria Jenkins, the freshman, with 16. She had a great first half. 10 as well for Ariana Sumter, the sophomore. 6 for Essence Davis and 2 for Mia Harris. And that ended up with 36 for the first half for LH. For West Mifflin, they were led by Savon Wims, who had 12, including 2 threes. 5 for Emily Beck, the senior. 2 for Narelle Palms, and 2 for Shannon Conley. So right now it's 36-21 in favor of LH, and they look to keep that momentum going here into the second half. Again, a big game here in 4A Section 3. West Mifflin, the third team in the section out of 7-10 and 8-7-3 in the conference, and the Phillies looking for a win to get them over 500 right now. 10-10 overall and 5-5 in 4A Section 3. The section led by Elizabeth Forward. They're 13-3, 9-0 in the conference. Bell Vernon at 14-5, 10-1 in the section. Ringgold following West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands in the fifth spot. They're 4-13, 2-7. Uniontown 3-17, and Southmoreland at 1-18, 0-10 in the section. And off we go here. The Phillies with the basketball up 15, moving right to left on your screen as that one's bounced to Pecan. Good save up to Harris. Good defense though, and it's taken away by Trinity Tewell. Tewell in transition, and she's fouled on the floor. Trinity Tewell was driving there. That's the first foul of the half. That will go on Harris. Her second, team first. Triggered in by Beck up to Tori Carr. Handed off to Beck. Nice bounce pass to Wims, who knocked down some threes in the first half. Back up to Beck on the wing, and Beck will drain it. Took a lot of threes in the first half and is able to knock that one down. Emily Beck's first shot from outside the arc. Give her 8, and it's 36-24 now. The lead up to a dozen, or down to a dozen for LH. Sumter swings it around to Pecan on the wing. Trying to reset here. Good defense by Tewell. Harris swings it over to Essence Davis, playing in her last regular season game on this court. Down low, and the layup's good. And a bucket again for Jenkins. She's picking up where she left off. Give her 18, her first bucket of the third quarter, and it's 38-24. The lead's up to 14 for the Phillies. It's been up to as many as 19, that advantage. 3 ball for Wims from the wing, looking to get the bounce, does not get it, and the rebound to Sumter. Pushed up ahead to Essence Davis. Davis to the basket, gets the layup to go. Essence Davis. She has 8, first bucket of the third quarter. And with 6:15 to go here in the third, it's 40-24 LH. Lead up to 16 now as the Titans look for an answer. Beck, little spin move. No good. Offensive rebound. Good job by Emily Beck to get her own miss. She has 5 here in the second half. 11 for the game. Pecan right of the lane. Pocket pick by Tori Carr. Looking up ahead for somebody to give it to. 14-point Philly lead right now with 5:40 to go. Beck on the wing. 3 ball on the way. That one short. And the putback is good. So it's 42-26. So that bucket falls in, and Phillies now look for an answer, and a kick ball. Yeah, the scoreboard was reading 42-26, but that last bucket went for West Mifflin, so it's 40-28. Now 12-point game. The lead back up to a dozen for LH with 5:20 to go in the third. Here's Pecan up top. Harris, little jumper, right of the lane, and the rebound pulled down by Conley. Now West Mifflin looks to get something going. A floater, no good. Sumter with it. Nice bounce pass up ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins can't get it to go, and Essence Davis with the rebound, stepping over Tori Carr. Floater in the lane, no good for Sumter. Offensive rebound, putback is good for Jenkins. Another bucket She has 22 on the night. And the lead's up to 14 at 42-28 with 4:40 to go in the third. Now Beck to the basket. Gets that one to go. Another bucket for Emily Beck. 13 for Beck. Keeping West Mifflin around. It's 42-30 now. The lead up to a dozen again, and that's picked up by Carr. She'll take it the other way and lay it in. Tori Carr, her first bucket. Timeout now for Laurel Highlands, and West Mifflin not going away. After an early advantage on the road, they've cut it now down to 10 at 42-32 with 4:15 to go in the third here on the South Union Township Sports Network. So with 4:15 to go here in the third, Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin 42-32. The lead down to 10. And the full court press is on for West Mifflin. So they're hanging around in this one. Mustangs into the front court. The Phillies into the front court. Good pass by Pecan, and the layup's good for Essence Davis. Davis in double figures with 10. And it's 44-32, back up to a dozen for LH. Here's Beck on the other end. Beck's been busy already here in the second half. She has 7. Conley on the block, lays it in. First 2 of the third quarter for Conley. She has 6, and the lead's up to 44-34 now, and at the 3:37 mark, Lauren Jones not happy with that call as West Mifflin will inbound. Beck to trigger it in. Between the circles with Wims. And we're back here. Sorry we had some technical difficulties, but we have some good basketball here for you. West Mifflin's hung around, and now it's a 5-point game all of a sudden. 48-43 Laurel Highlands with 46 seconds to go in the third. So a good run for West Mifflin to get back in this game, down by as many as 19. They've cut it down to 5 now, and they have the basketball, maybe holding for the last shot. Wims up top with it. Trying to get some space off to Tori Carr. Carr guarded by Pecan. Up to Trinity Tewell. Tewell to the bucket, and a foul here goes on Harris. 25 seconds to go in the third, and the Phillies up 48-43. 2 shots for the senior Trinity Tewell. Tewell up on the way and good. First bucket for her. Can't connect on the last one, but now it's a 4-point game, 48-44, and and a fight breaking out here, obviously. Don't want to see that. Punches thrown with Trinity Tewell and Essence Davis here on senior night. Do not want to see that here. Just a bad scene there as Davis and Tewell getting into it at the 23-second mark here in the third quarter in a 4-point game. Tempers flaring in this one as West Mifflin's cut it down to a 4-point game. Now the officials conferring with security, and
See what we're going to do here. Good thing that situation didn't get even more out of hand. A lot of bickering in the stands here as well. The officials seeing what they're going to do here with Essence Davis, and we've had an ejection here. The fan's been escorted out. We'll try to get this all sorted out for you and see what happens. But right now, we have a tight ball game. West Mifflin's hung around here, had a big third quarter to cut it down to a 48-44 game with 23 seconds left in the third. Talking with the head coaches, Lauren Jones on the West Mifflin side and Stuart Davis for Laurel Highlands. They're going to escort Essence Davis out of the gymnasium, unfortunately for her, on senior night. The official still speaking with Lauren Jones here to see what they want to do here. T-Well is out on the floor for West Mifflin after she got in that scuffle with Essence Davis. And again, girls high school basketball here. Big game in 4A Section 3 for the playoff-bound Laurel Highlands Phillies. Along with West Mifflin have both made the playoffs, and this is the penultimate game of the regular season. The Phillies wrap it up Thursday against Ringgold. West Mifflin will be in action as well on Thursday to wrap up their regular season. West Mifflin winning the first one 47-31. And right now we have a 4-point game. We're still trying to assess what will be done here. And hopefully we can resume this game as normal. Might have some technical free throws coming up. We'll see what happens. Hard to really know what's going on up here in the booth here at Laurel Highlands High School. Not down courtside. But the 5 Phillies and the 5 Titans out there speaking with one of the officials. They shake hands and we'll resume this one. But no technical free throws. It'll be Laurel Highlands basketball at midcourt. And we'll try to resume this game as normal. Now Lauren Jones still wanting confirmation as we try to resume this one along with Stuart Davis. So we'll reset here with 23 seconds to go in the third. Phillies basketball up 4. Harris to trigger it in. And before we can do that, another whistle and a stoppage on the floor. So Essence Davis left the game. And it looks like Trinity T-Well will have to go as well. So T-Well and Essence Davis will leave. So wild scene there here just a few minutes ago. We're back ready for basketball here in the final 8 minutes and 23 seconds of regulation. Phillies basketball down low to Sumter. She will lay it in. Ariana Sumter gets another bucket. She has 14. And the lead's up to 6, 50-44. Beck to the bucket, gets it to go. Emily Beck.
She's been busy here in the third. She has 17 on the game, and we're going to have a fun fourth quarter. So that's the end of the third, 50-46 in favor of Laurel Highlands. The Phillies up 4, fourth quarter on the way next. Girls high school basketball on the South Union Township Sports Network. About ready to go here at the fourth quarter. Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin 50-46. As we begin the fourth, Titan basketball. Emily Beck to trigger it in. Savon Wims with it into the front court as West Mifflin moves left to right on your screen. Hand off to Parms. Wims for three on the wing. Short. Hits the bottom of the net, and they say West Mifflin was out of bounds over to Laurel Highlands. That pass intercepted. The inbounds picked off by Wims, off to Parms. West Mifflin looking to cut this down to a one-possession game. It's 50-46 with 7.5 to go from the elbow. Beck knocks down the bucket. Emily Beck, her first two of the fourth. She has 19 on the night, and it's 50-48. Now down to a one-possession game. And a foul here at the 7:28 mark. Foul on West Mifflin. Here come the Phillies looking for an answer. Still holding on to a lead, but it's shrunk all the way down to 2. Harris with it, trying to hit Pecan. She does. Guarded by Wims. Over to Jenkins, who's had a great night. Up top to Sumter for 3. Can't hit it, and the rebound pulled down by Conley. Now West Mifflin looks for the tie and maybe even the lead, as LH has had their way in this one, up 19 at one point, now down to 2 with 7 minutes to go. Back at the elbow, looking to get something going. Bounce to Conley. Up top to Beck. Thought about the 3. Taking their time. So West Mifflin slows things down. Back out near the timeline, looking to get their best bucket possible as they look to knot this game up with 6.5 to go in regulation. A long possession here for West Mifflin. Not much pressure from Laurel Highlands. Now at the foul line, just inside the foul line. 2 for Wims, no good on the rebound. Sumter, and a foul on the rebound. Will go on Beck. First for Beck, team foul number 4, 19 points for Beck, and LH will trigger it in. To get it over the timeline, they finally do. Harris off to Sumter. 6:15 to go in regulation. Phillies ball up 2. Ball fake, floater right of the lane, short for Harris. Gets her own rebound, tries to pull it away from Parms, but Parms grabs it before it hits the end line. And now West Mifflin looking for the tie or the lead. Beck. 2 minutes gone. Beck. Short. Sumter into the front court, pushes it ahead to Pecan, left of the lane, bounce pass to Davis, too strong. The freshman with the layup, that was too strong, and it's going the other way to West Mifflin. Foul goes on Sumter. Her third, team sixth. 14 for Sumter and her third personal foul. Also with 3 fouls is Harris for LH. And West Mifflin again looking for that tie or even the lead. Conley off to Carr. 5.5 to go. Timeout, West Mifflin. 5:34 to go in regulation. West Mifflin ball trailing Laurel Highlands by 2 at 50-48. Girls high school basketball on the South Union Township Sports Network. So 5:34 to go in regulation. Laurel Highlands leading West Mifflin 50-48. Titans with the basketball looking for the lead here, or at least a tie, as Beck will trigger it in. Wims will go into the backcourt and bring this over for the Titans. So they've hung around down by as many as 19. They were down 15 to the break. It's a 2-point game after one, but the Phillies now have let West Mifflin come back and tie it as Conley gets that bucket to go. It's 50-all with 5:15 to go in regulation. Tie game. What a game tonight on senior night. Sumter with the bounce to Jenkins, and she's fouled. Going to go on the floor. That foul goes on Tori Carr for West Mifflin, her fourth personal. And a floor foul, the Phillies trigger it in. Sumter with 5 minutes to go, game knotted at 50. 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Beck. Head of steam up ahead for West Mifflin. Carr for 3 to give West Mifflin the lead. Not even close. Rebound Parms, and she's fouled by the freshman Davis. So 2 shots for Laurel Parms. The freshman guard looking to give West Mifflin the lead here at the 4:48 mark. And she does. And just like that, West Mifflin's in front. Knocks them both down. Parms, number 0, gives West Mifflin the lead, 52-50. They've clawed their way back with 4:48 to go in regulation. Phillies into the front court, off to Jenkins. Jenkins on the wing, looks for help, down to Davis, right of the lane. Now back to Jenkins. That hits Davis, she can't corral it. Turned it over to Wims and West Mifflin to the bucket. They lay it in, Savon Wims. She has 14. West Mifflin's fought back to now take a 4-point lead. Timeout, Laurel Highlands with 4:27 to go in regulation. Titans 54, Phillies 50 on the South Union Township Sports Network. And high school basketball, South Union basketball is brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, United Bank, Smith Lewis, Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor, along with Robert Schiffbauer and Rick Vernon, U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist. That's SWGI in Uniontown, Zebley, Mahalav and White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys, the Laurel Highlands Girls Basketball Boosters, and Chesler's Fine Furniture Pittsburgh Road, Uniontown, in front of the Fayette Plaza where customers send their friends. So what a job by West Mifflin to get back in this one, now leading by 4, 54-50. Now the Phillies look for an answer. They really were dominating the early stages of this game. Now with 4.5 to go, they're facing a deficit here at home, looking to avoid getting swept by West Mifflin and falling to below 500 on the season for their last regular season game Thursday at Ringgold, and the playoffs upcoming here on senior night, where Essence Davis was ejected after a little tiff with Trinity Tewell late in the third quarter, and that one's out of bounds. And it will stay with the Phillies. Lauren Jones not happy with that one. Harris to bring it in for LH, off to number 23, just into the game. And a foul there is hitting the deck hard as Harris. Foul goes on Beck, her second. Team foul number 6, 7 for LH. And Maya Harris, the sophomore, goes to the line. Up on the way and knocks it home. Now a 3-point game. 3 on the night for Harris. First trip to the free throw line. And good shots there. Knocks him down. Great stroke. Make it 54-52. West Mifflin with 4 minutes to go in regulation. Back into the front court. See how aggressive West Mifflin is here with now a slim advantage. Parms, and has it taken away. Sumter. Pecan fancy dribbling. Looks to get it out of that zone. Off to Harris for 3 on the wing. No good. Tipped around. Jenkins trying to pull it down, but it goes off to Parms. And a foul here on the floor, and it's heading the other way. And wild foul shots. 8th team foul on LH. It goes on Jenkins. Her third. She has 20 points. 16 of them in the first. And Parms goes back to the line. For a 1-and-1. Does not get the bonus. Rebound Sumter. LH ball down 2, 3.5 to go. Shot on the way, an air ball, and it's out of bounds to West Mifflin. Slowly bringing it up as Wims for West Mifflin. Down low, trying to feed it to Conley. She gets it. Just over 3 minutes to go. West Mifflin ball up 2. They've clawed their way back for a fourth quarter lead after being down by as many as 19 in the first half. Down 15 at the break. Off to Tori Carr. Get some help from Conley. Back on the wing, Carr still with it, off to Beck up top. Thinking about the 3. Playing keep away as West Mifflin with a 2-point advantage. Parms now with a pick, and left of the lane, turnaround shot for Beck is short. Offensive rebound, Parms. Big rebound there for West Mifflin, but it's poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Titans. What a great game this has turned into. Some high drama down the stretch, and Modesty Brown will check in again for West Mifflin, giving Parms a break. Freshman forwards in for West Mifflin. Triggered in a Carr between the circles, guarded by Pecan. 2.5 to go. West Mifflin up 2 with the basketball. Great defense by Pecan, and a timeout is called there, and they needed that. West Mifflin, 2:25 to go in regulation. Titans lead the Phillies 54-52 on the South Union Township Sports Network. So buckle up for the finish here. And by the way, just clarifying, number 23 into the game for the Phillies, Righteous Richardson. She was listed as 1 on my roster, but Richardson in there at 23. Mia Harris is number 1. They have those numbers reversed on the roster I had, but the bookkeeping's good to go. And with 2:25 to go in regulation, West Mifflin basketball up 2 as Beck will trigger it into Wims. Should be a great final 2 minutes. See what West Mifflin does offensively. Holding the ball is Beck. Has to do something with it. She'll give it off to Carr between the circles, guarded by Pecan, who's played great defense in this one. The senior here on senior night. Just over 2 minutes to go in regulation. Hand it off to Beck. And it's a turnover. Pecan with it. Great job by the Phillies. Up ahead to Sumter. Lays it in. Tie game at 54. 16 for Sumter. 1:45 to go. 54 all. Phillies looking for a big win here, and a foul goes on West Mifflin. This would give the Phillies a winning record. They're 10-10 right now, 5-5 in the section. West Mifflin would fall to 10-9, 7-4. And West Mifflin again with a 16-point win the first time these teams met on January 12th. The Phillies looking to snap a 3-game losing skid as Emily Beck's at the line here at the 140 mark. Titans back ahead. 20 for Beck. Knocking them both down as Beck, as Richardson was into the lane, but it was not an illegal play. With 1:40 to go, West Mifflin back up 2. Here's Pecan on the other end for 3. Can't get it to go. Basketball tipped around down near the baseline, pulled down by Beck. West Mifflin looking to extend that lead. Again, trying to play keep away with 80 seconds to go. 2-point advantage. Timeout situation, each team has 2. 19 fouls on LH, 6 for West Mifflin. Sumter with a reach in. And Sumter's fouled out of the basketball game with 16 points. Taylor Irwin set to check in, the freshman number 15 for LH, as Sumter's done, and Emily Beck will shoot 2 in the double bonus. 2-point lead for West Mifflin. Can't get the roll. Hit every part of the rim, but didn't fall in. 1 more for Beck. Aaliyah Davis, the freshman, back in for LH. A break for Irwin. That's a lane violation. Shot good. Timeout. Looked like Richardson was in the lane there early, but shot was good. So it's 57-54 with 1:14 to go. Timeout. Final 74 seconds here on the South Union Township Sports Network. .114 to go in regulation. West Mifflin 57, Laurel Highlands 54. Phillies basketball with a length of the floor to go, and Harris to trigger it in, guarded by Wims at the baseline. Presses on, bounce to Pecan. See what LH does here if they go for a quick 2 or try to take a 3 for the tie. Pecan ready to go off to Davis, takes the jumper. No good. Battle for the rebound. Davis hits the deck in a travel, and it's going to go down to West Mifflin. One minute exactly to go in the fourth. Knocked out by Richardson. Great play. They were trying to feed it to Carr. But West Mifflin keeps it. Just 0.8 of a second went off. Bounce to Carr in the backcourt. Has to get it over the timeline. She does uncontested. 3-point lead, 50 seconds to go. Pecan right behind her. Off to Beck. Beck's been busy in this one, and she's going to be fouled by Pecan. And that'll put Beck on the line for 2 with 46 seconds. Second on Pecan. Just 4 points tonight for her. 2 for Emily Beck, the 5'9" senior. Short. Now the Phillies would love for her to miss the second one as Brown's back into the game for West Mifflin. Misses them both, out of bounds, stays with West Mifflin. Off a Philly and out, now West Mifflin. See if they can hold and try to dribble around before LH fouls, take some more time off that clock, or even extend the lead. 45 seconds to go in the fourth, 57-54 West Mifflin on the South Union Township Sports Network. .45 seconds to go. West Mifflin ball up 3. Have to trigger it in, they do. Pulled down at the half-court line by Carr. 40 seconds to go and a foul by Richardson. That'll put the senior Tori Carr at the line to try to extend the Titan lead at 41 seconds. Double bonus here for West Mifflin, looking to take advantage. Beautiful shot there, Carr. Puts the lead at 4. One of 2 at the line is Carr, and the rebound pulled down by Jenkins. 35 seconds to go. Philly ball down 4 up top. Harris. They need a bucket quick. Harris trying to work around her teammate there as it's given off to Richardson. Now swung around to Pecan again. Shot no good. Rebound West Mifflin, and the Titans look like they have this one in their back pocket. And a foul on Pecan. What a comeback for West Mifflin. So they look to ice this game at the foul line. Beck back at the line. It leads up to 5. 23 for Beck tonight. 18 of them here in the second half of action. Knocks them both home. 60-54 West Mifflin. 16 seconds to go. Foul here away from the ball. So that stops the action at 12.5 seconds. And going to the line will be Jenkins for LH. Foul goes on Modesty Brown. One and one. Gets the bonus. 5-point game. 21 for Jenkins. The freshman with a big night. Timeout. 12.5 seconds to go. 60-55 West Mifflin on the South Union Township Sports Network. If you're watching this game on Breezeline or Armstrong Cable, we'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available live online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television to find the archived broadcast, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for live games at facebook.com/South Union TV. Had a good one here. Phillies up by 15 at halftime, up by as many as 19, but West Mifflin has stormed back to now lead by 5. 60-55 with 13 seconds to go in regulation. Led by Emily Beck with 24. 19 of those here in the second half. 21 for Aria Jenkins to lead the way for LH. She's at the line and can't get it to go. And the rebound pulled down by Harris. Big rebound, but it's out of bounds. Over to West Mifflin with 10 seconds. Now you have to foul quickly. They give it to Beck, and maybe they won't foul. They let Beck into the front court with 5 seconds. They do foul. It's Harris. That should just about do it. As West Mifflin will go to 11-8, 8-3 in the section. Laurel Highlands will fall to 10-11, 5-6. Phillies will drop their 4th in a row, and West Mifflin will win their 5th in a row and go to 4-6 on the road this year. As both teams wrap up the regular season Thursday, LH will be at Ringgold. Elizabeth Ford, top of the section at 13-3, 9-0. What a night for Emily Beck as she finishes with 26, it looks like, with 5 seconds to go, in West Mifflin up 7. Pecan almost went in. That'll do it. West Mifflin comes back to win it by 7, led by Emily Beck. West Mifflin with the road win to go to 8-3 in the section and 11-8 overall, and they sweep the season series. Won the first one by 16. Win this one by 7. Final score 62-55. West Mifflin with the victory. And tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Breezeline Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith and his fine staff. I'm Nick Barczyk with Tiffany Kessler. We also thank Brian Morozak, Tiffany behind the camera this evening. Again, your final score tonight from the Harold Horst Taylor Memorial Gymnasium in girls high school basketball: West Mifflin 62, Laurel Highlands 55. So long and good night, everybody.